we are live.
We're live.
We are live. Crazy, man.
Happy birthday, Terry.
Yes, Terry, happiest.
Where are you? Where are we?
Where are we? We're outside of the box.
Terry's
I
out
don't
in
know where
public
you
with no
are.
pants.
Hmm.
I'm passing around a collection plate. We will all be collecting bail money for Miss Terry's birthday fund. Don't know what this girl's going to get up to today.
Yeah, remember, no pants Friday in the house, not outside.
There you
So,
go.
do we know what psychedelic renaissance means?
Out of this world, man.
Yeah, really.
Okay, I haven't taken the acid yet, but my lights are really flickering.
That's the spirit, which is also out of this world. So
Yes, indeed. All it is just a re-emergence of the 1960s and hopefully a little bit more mature than what they were back then.
did y'all look at that chart of when it was popular? It was spiked in the 60s and then it dropped off because they made so much of the stuff illegal. So,
Yeah.
70s, 80s, and 90s, it trickled down. It was almost non-existent.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden in 2020, when everybody had coffee sneezy stuff at home, everybody's like, I'm doing drugs. Okay.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
take this
Oh, yeah.
anymore.
If I got to stay at home, I'm doing drugs.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, and then Reagan came up and said, this is your brain, and this is your brain on drugs.
Oh yeah, the Just Say No Nancy Reagan campaign that she did.
But-
Yeah.
Which really didn't do much of anything.
Little curiosity, though. Do you think that was to make it more enticing?
Well, I don't know because I was in school at that time when that
Oh,
was we all had those Dare shirts and
Dares, yeah.
just say no. I mean, they really hounded it into our brain not to. But I was probably the last generation where they actually taught decent things, the Constitution and all these things. It didn't entice me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, later, my kids' generation became the potheads. Again. Yeah.
Let me see what I
While
found
we
on this
were
thing.
going through school, I was sailing the 7 seas.
Well, that's what I was going to sing.
I
I was going to start the show with "If You're Going to San Francisco." Is that where you were in the Navy?
No, a little bit further south,
Okay.
down in San Diego.
San Diego. All I know is I wouldn't go to San Francisco. Sorry if you live there, but I wouldn't go there now if you paid me.
Nah.
Well, we haven't been going anywhere because we have been spiritually grounded. So once it gets cleaned up, I think we can go anywhere we wanted. Well, I heard that it was illegal since 1960s. And I found out some people who used to do the LSD and which one is Steve Jobs. He said if it wasn't for his LSD experiences, he wouldn't have created the Apple. Francis Crick, the founder of the DNA, was out of this world when he found DNA strands. And I'll explain that. I'll explain why later. And Bill Wilson, who is the co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous, wanted to include LSD in the 12-step program.
Yeah.
But couldn't.
Yeah. Well, we all know that the government has to control everything.
Exactly.
But all of these things, whether it's shrooms, all the way to controlled ketamine, the peyote that the Native Americans use, all of that stuff, they regulated it to where you can't have that because it causes an altered state of consciousness. And that is something they can't control.
Exactly.
So that's why it was outlawed.
The only problem I've got with it now is it's probably going to have to be somewhat regulated. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot more ODs.
accidents.
and people not knowing what they're doing.
Right. It needs to be in a controlled environment.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's ayahuasca.
Yeah. Which you know, if you've got the money and you can afford these retreats and get someone to guide you into it to where you're supervised, go for it. But not everybody can afford to do that.
Well, they also
So,
have, not just in Peru, because that's where one of the ayahuascas, but in California, they do have little places that you go in and they do ayahuasca ceremonies there.
they
I
do.
hope they're good, because you should take somebody who's not doing it while you're doing it, because you
Yeah.
never can trust that.
Exactly.
Well,
Also,
you've also got
Mexico-
peyote also from Southwest tribes.
yes, peyote. That cactus plant actually almost became extinct.
Yeah.
They wanted to get rid of it. But that is it was a sacred ceremony that
Yep.
the tribes did, and it was to what they actually believe is that the Holy Spirit is in these plants, and then when you ingest it, it invites it in. That's their point of view of connecting to spirit, that it would take you beyond the veil. So yeah, even that they've cracked down. Now the reservations, I didn't get into a lot of detail. If you're on a private reservation that the government is not butting into, do they still have access, and is it still legal for them to participate in this?
It would depend upon the tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would depend upon the tribe. Well, also, what was I going to say? An organization called MAPS is trying to reinstate all of these illegal drugs. So I want to know, is MAPS, it's capital all MAPS, part of a newer CIA? So that would be I'll do this one, this Bippy.
Another agency stepping
And
in.
That's the piggyback, Vippy. You can't piggyback off something we don't have.
Oh, is this the piggyback Bippy?
That's the piggyback.
That's the piggyback.
Need to borrow one?
It's a nice try, though.
Well, you know, I'm on shrooms right now.
You're just in the box. And what was the question again?
Is the MAPS organization that are trying to legalize it, is it another 3-letter agency kind of thing?
Oh, okay. No. Not that particular one, anyway.
No, they're actually quite independent. So they're actually limited by those agencies of what they can do, but they are trying to. This is all natural, teaching people how to use from Mother Gaia.
Nice.
So I don't get, there's no corruption here at all. Yeah,
Right.
teaching you what God gave you. He's trying
Nice.
to shine a path on using natural herbs and remedies and these psychedelics. I don't get 3-letter agency at all, but I did pull the white hat card that the good military, they're okay with this.
Well, this is my son contributed this. It's a psychedelic shrooms, a blanket that you use when you go on an acid trip.
Nice.
They
How
said,
would he know?
yeah, he knows a friend of a friend.
That's why Gabrielle, you know, that her room is decorated in mushrooms.
Nice.
She's never done mushrooms, but she hates to eat mushrooms, but she just likes them. I don't know.
Well, maybe she likes Alice in Wonderland.
We're always down the rabbit hole.
Yes. So, if you guys have any history, did you want to talk about, like, did it come from Laurel Canyon? We knew that the Playboy Mansion did a lot of that.
Well, this stuff goes so far back, thousands of years. They did this stuff in Egypt.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have your indigenous tribes that have done it for thousands of years. So it's not a new thing. Even in the 60s, it wasn't a new thing.
Well, the only new thing was the LSD.
Yeah, but isn't that more synthetic and
Yes.
less natural.
Yes, it was made in a lab.
Right, by a three-letter agency, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was because the way both the natural and the synthetic to open up spirituality or to open up dopamine, I believe it was, so they can instill MK Ultra codes to it.
True.
Which is where we get the word dope.
Yeah. What they actually do is open up all the serotonin and dopamine receptors in your brain. So, and your little pineal gland is shaped like a little pine cone.
Yep.
And so when you do this, it goes and it just like blossoms out and it sucks up all this stuff. I mean, if you look, I looked at some of the brainwave activity. Man, your brain gets lit up like a Christmas tree. And it opens up all these things. That's why you feel out of control. Like what's real? They say, well, nothing's real. How do you know? So on a spiritual level, is it really opening the pineal so you can see beyond the veil what you normally wouldn't see because the 3D or the ego is in control?
Or is it beyond the veil, or is it the subconscious more?
Yeah. Or a combination of both.
Right.
I think the beyond the veil, if I do it in a chakral point of view,
Mm-hmm.
so your chakra keeps moving, all right?
Right.
But inside is a base, a stem. And behind that stem is a very thin, like a piece of tissue.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay. So depending on how bad the acid is, if that gets thin, it's actually like you're going beyond the veil. Okay.
Hmm.
But if it's a bad trip, you tear it.
Mm.
And that's when the ugly, you see bugs or whatever.
Negative, the paranoia.
The paranoia, it's a tear. And the more you do it, the bigger the tears get.
Mm.
So that's one that they have to heal it in order for it to seal, for you not to feel those paranoias.
I was going to say it would have to be repaired, and that would take a little while.
It will take a while. It will take a while. However, when you go beyond that veil, I think more of those paranoias are subconscious things that you were not wanting to see.
Mm-hmm.
So in a positive view, you can say if you get those things out and you release it, you may be moving better off of your dark night of the soul. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying it could be a bad trip or a good trip, depending on how much you suppress.
Yeah, because if you're withholding and have buried and suppressed so many, many things, and like the spirit saying you need to deal with that dark night or those do that shadow work, and you're like, what shadow work? That could open up a can of worms you may not be ready for.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool, man, groovy.
Yep. So that's why the ayahuasca, when you do it, they do prepare you. Mm-hmm. They do have you make a journal. They do have you, what do they call that? Purge.
Yeah.
Basically, before you even get in there.
Yeah.
And do what you're doing.
You're almost detoxing before you do it, so nothing in your body or system can interfere with what it's supposed to be doing. Now, of course, King would choose a subject where it has words that I can't pronounce, so you're going to get the redneckness version.
Oh, I love it. That's why he did it.
I know. So the number one thing that a lot of this is based around is psilocybin. Yeah.
Yeah. Say it redneck.
Psilocybe.
That's psilocybe.
Cubanis.
We could pronounce the P.
Psilocybin.
Psilocybin. Yeah, so this is a chemical that's in most of this stuff, and this is what opens up the neurological system in the brain and kind of makes it opens those receptors basically. It gets in there and kind of literally takes you out of this world.
Now there are some that you're spiritually cleansed, and it doesn't enrich you to the spiritual divine. It gives you insight of what. So, I mean, I've never taken it. I did maybe 3 years ago, wanted to try ayahuasca, but I am so worried about losing control. That's why I don't drink or anything, because I'm so afraid of losing control.
Well, if somebody wanted to do it, I wouldn't go to, like, I agree with you, Nadia. Don't go to the retreat alone. Take your sober friend with you that you trust, that if you do get into a state that you're out of control, that nothing happens to you and you don't hurt yourself or someone else. Basically, that has permission to tie your ass to the bed and say, stay
Well, yeah,
there.
that's why you want to bring duct tape with you.
There you go. See?
There you go. So that's my friend. My friend is called Duck and Tape. Yes.
All right.
And then also, if you continuing to do it, and that's just like microdosing, you build up a tolerance. That's why every time you do it, you don't get that feeling, because you developed the tolerance to that strength before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, because I didn't experience any of this, probably the only experience I had would say when I got my wisdom teeth out, basically.
Oh, laughing gas.
Yeah. But other than that, my son, I remember his first try, and they watched Interstellar.
Mm-hmm.
And he got some deep messages from that movie from it. So,
Well, it's a deep movie if you know how to interpret it.
yeah, but it helped him even go deeper because he loves that movie, but it helped him go deeper into it to find true meanings.
Right.
Instead of that. So
we should all do it and then watch The Matrix.
Oh, I think we are watching The Matrix.
Well, we're living in it, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
If someone has trouble connecting with the divine, will psychedelics help? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay.
That's because we want to know what level of this is truly spiritual. So let's find out.
Yeah, it depends on why there's a blockage. So if you're like hiding a lot, suppressing a lot of emotional anger, you're not going to go through the forgiveness, the Christ consciousness, third eye.
Yeah.
You won't be
How
able,
would you know if you're suppressing?
because you feel a victim. You're not in a higher frequency. You're in the lower frequency.
Well, like 2D?
Negative 2D. Where I'm usually at, right? I already know. It's not the same ability. I know him too well.
I'm in trouble now.
I used to tell that to my son.
This is interesting. This takes you between worlds.
Yes, it does.
If you get into a state of bliss, this is the better side of it, not the negative, darker side of it. So if you do the happier stuff, the magician is using all the elements, bring out these, I don't know what's the word, features or realms or whatever. You literally are juggling between two different realities of the part that the 3D meat sacks in versus the things that most people can't see and hear.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes a lot of work to learn to control this or communicate with this. Most of the time people get in this state and they just stand there leaning on their hoe. Okay. So you're waiting to see. The anticipation can almost ruin it for you, if that makes sense.
Expectation, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you're thinking about it and you really have to, it's not legal, so you really have to know somebody you can trust for this.
Right.
It's not synthetic. I mean, actually get the real dried mushroom and grind it yourself so you know what it is. Put them in those I sound like I really know what I'm doing. Put it in
I'm sure you do.
Put it in one of those gelatin capsules, but micro dose to get to where you need to be. Don't take a big one at one time. I think that's probably a problem.
Well, my spirituality has been microdosed all my life. I don't need any more.
Yes, you're not kidding.
No, thanks. I'm good. The NDEs,
Yeah,
That's
that's acid
even
in itself.
beyond. Yeah, that's an acid trip in itself.
Yeah.
Without even leaving the farm.
Hey, when you walk through an area and the trees and the grass blades and flowers are singing to you, you don't need no drugs.
Mm.
Are you sure you're not already on drugs?
No,
It's
I was
absorbed
dead.
through her bare feet.
I was just dead.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I just had that. I saw one of those NDEs. I think I sent it to you. I thought it was an interesting, her NDE
Oh,
compared
I
to
haven't
me.
watched it yet. I did see it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, and it's amazing how each person has their own vision of an NDE.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Everybody's is very personal and
Yes,
what you
very
identify
different.
with, and that's why they sound very strange. Now, I've heard a lot that sound very similar as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
One of the interesting things I found out about when people use these, whether it's mushrooms or whatever, any of these, they have scientific proof, this is probably why it's illegal, that it actually grows brain cells and that it would benefit military PTSD.
Yes.
It would also help with dementia patients when the myelin sheath is thinning or any memory issues at all. It grows brain cells. So I instantly thought, I know why it's illegal, because then we could force it upon the Democrats.
And it can actually
it
cure
would
people.
grow brain cells.
Well, I'll be like Tommy Chong, man, and say when Tommy Chong got older and he stopped doing weed, he went back to it because of all his pains and dementia. I believe he had dementia.
Mm.
He swears it was cured, but only by the weed he sells. So when there are so many different strands of certain things, whether they are grown genetically
Right.
and manipulated.
Right. That's the stuff that worries me, because when it is altered, manipulated, and synthetic, you're adding chemicals to it. What's the long-term effects?
Yes.
What can it be doing to your body? Do you know Joe Rogan's podcast? He's done a lot of these shows and had a lot of guests come on and talk about their experiences. And
Mhm.
I know a couple of them that have combined not only the psychedelics, but also adding stem cell treatments at the exact same time. So they had them both going, and they have had claims that cancer is cured, depression and bipolar stuff and schizophrenia has been cured,
PTSD has been
PTSD. So, and then it heals the physical body in the sense of aches and pains and arthritis and all of this stuff. So, you got to unfortunately leave the country to be able to do it. But there's a reason the United States is a stickler for not allowing these things and have prohibition all over again, is because, first of all, if it's natural and grown in the woods, they can't make money off that. So,
Yeah. So Colleen has a good point. If it's legal, it's chemically altered. So when you go to the pop shops, it's legal, it's chemically altered. I know I have to use a friend of a friend who is more experienced than I am. So from a friend of a friend, they literally go to a specific pot shop that they physically grow their own and know it is 100% natural.
right.
When you guys do it, if you, we're not promoting this, it's just entertainment only. If you choose, do some homework. Yeah. Graham Hancock was he stopped and then he went back to it. So.
Well, it always leads back to the mighty dollar. And if the government can't make a buck off of it, it's illegal.
Well, fortunately, that's all going to change, I would assume.
I agree.
I found it interesting that when they made it legal, I don't know if it's just in Illinois, it was legalized, but you cannot put that money in the bank. How is that possible?
So it's just more control. I don't know. How can they tell you what to do with the money?
Yeah, isn't that
That's my
crazy?
humanitarian
So
project.
Jules' humanitarian project is mushrooms.
Shrooms.
Shrooms.
Mushrooms.
Ayahuasca.
We're gonna do hemp. She's got the shrooms going.
She's gonna be growing mushrooms. She's gonna be the little green giant.
All right, all of our southwestern people out there in cactus land, y'all grow the peyote, okay? That's what we'll work on.
You grow the peyote.
Peyote. Yeah. So
All right, let us pause questions since we've got 18 already.
pretty nice. Are we Tommy Chong did have cancer. It was cancer then. Yeah. So maybe I can disclose a little of one of my humanitarian projects is to grow hemp, but to not genetic. Well, we can say genetically breed them, not modify them in a chemical way.
Mhm.
But CBD has so many options of making it for sleep, stomach issues. I mean, you can literally change it so it can do other functions than just
Right.
pain.
Yeah.
And I think I'm interested in it, and I think I got a good person for the job. But
Yeah, the if you need help with anxiety or sleep, do the THC, do the Delta 9s. Well, it actually comes in stages. That's the highest I think you can legally go. But if you need help, there are no side effects or anything. Do a gummy or something, you're good.
Can't do the gummy. They're all synthesized now. I think.
Well, they are, but I mean, until we have another option and we can grow it in the backyard, what are we gonna do? So,
Well, I can't. I've tried that already, and I just kind of end up in a fetal position.
hold on. I got to piggyback off of his question.
Okay, that'll work.
How are you? How are you growing it with no sun?
yeah, exactly. There you go.
I'm not growing it.
Lamp.
The pot shop.
Yeah.
My granddaughter goes to a pot shop.
Oh,
Yeah, all the kids do.
this is nothing. I've never been high off anything.
She's not a kid.
Yeah, nothing works for me. Nothing, smoking pot, none of that stuff. It doesn't work.
Like I said, I've never tried it. And by the way, when I smell it though, this is okay. Let's ask this question. We are going to do a Vippy on a question that I have. If I smell pot, I get angry. I don't have the munchies. I don't have anything. I just cannot. It changes. It just makes me angry.
She's a mean pothead.
I guess so.
And I can't tell the difference between
the box.
Hello. I can't tell the difference between pot and skunk too.
Well, it depends on what kind they're using. Like when Michael, when back in West Virginia, when he lived with us, he'd have his friends over, and I told him, I said, you can't do it in the house, you can do it outside. And they would smoke it, and I'm like, well, it's either a skunk or they're enjoying themselves. Or he would make brownies or something like that. He would try to get me to eat it. And I'm like, I have no desire to.
Yeah.
It just didn't do anything. But it could be a trigger for you. Maybe just because you've had a different point of view of how you felt about marijuana, that it triggered you into being angry because you didn't want someone to do it.
Yeah, no, I had to let it go.
Yeah.
So I had to let it go. I mean, as I'm spiritually growing, I'm not judgmental. I mean, look who my reference is that I got for my homework.
Yeah.
So I'm not, but if I smell it, it just gets me. I don't know what it is, but it just gets me there. Skunk is a brand of pot. Yes, it's the worst one. And I was so naive. I went to Indiana to pick some stuff up, and they were helping me put the stuff in my trunk. The body? No, not the body. But I go, oh, you guys have skunks here? And he just laughed, and he goes, that's not a skunk. So
Yeah.
I was naive. But there is a warning, guys. Younger and younger children are experimenting with pot.
Yeah.
and it is scientifically proven. Let's say we'll say it like this in this matrix moment right now, that it does affect short-term memory.
Mm.
So if you always say, what is wrong with you, where is your head, if they're doing it, it is losing their memory.
And to add to that, my opinion is the synthetic drugs that they're pumping into our kids, Ritalin and all that other stuff, is worse.
Yeah.
What was the topic?
Huh? Huh?
Where am I? Why am I in this box? Okay.
Double checking for questions that I might have missed. I don't know. So keep talking.
What?
Think about your friend.
Jen, this is
Your
we
friend
don't even know what to say anymore. He told us to keep talking. I read.
She's in shock.
Keep you busy.
The defibrillator. Shock, clear.
Here, let me give some flowers out because that was the peace power that I was going for. Yeah.
So how did you like Spirit flipping on us this morning with her message? Did you hear it?
Which one?
The first one with they've been telling us stay away from drama and people that aren't helping you or they're just making your life miserable. They've been telling us for 2 weeks to walk away from them.
Uh-huh.
And today they said start reconciling with people, and I'm like, which is it?
Really?
I know.
Make up your mind.
Well, now we're in a different timeline.
But now we understand that you eliminate who's toxic for you, but then you do that shadow work and you realize, you know what, I was probably too hard on them, or there was maybe a misunderstanding, and that's where it comes back in. And
Or
the olive branch.
Or you doing your own spiritual work. Now it's your test to see how well did you do the work.
Yeah.
So whatever, if they continue with the same conspiracy, you just don't react the way you would have before.
Exactly.
So now that you finished your test, here's your exam. The reason why I said which one was because when you did the coins, you had a car and don't carry the heavy world on your shoulder.
Oh, Atlas, yeah.
Atlas, and I was like, no, I'm not going to stop talking now, King. Sorry. Carrying the world on your shoulder, a lot of us, because we're humanitarian and empaths, we feel we have to. No, that's our divine creator's job, guys. We're here to. Where did he go?
Fix what you can control is what you need to work on.
Yeah, we're here to hold the line, or we're here to keep the light on. We're here to help, but don't get entangled.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the zodiac in the house of finance, temperance card, and I'm like, I'm done with you. King Renee has a couple questions on the phone.
Fine, let us go ahead and start doing that. If you like.
Can I just interject with one thing?
One thing, and you've got
one, and a very, 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 very high frequency. Congratulations, CK, for winning your court case.
Hey, all right.
We prayed for it, and we told them don't get worried about it.
Doubt.
And CK is not the only one who did well on their court cases. So I'm very, very, very pleased. Anybody who's here and wants to say that the outcome was well, join. If not, we'll pray for you again.
Yes. And I do have a copy later. Go ahead.
Remy says, where do we see Jen's cards that they're talking about? On my channel, New Beginnings Tarot. That's the morning divine daily messages that I do. Today I did a little extra. I did a zodiac spread for the collective for the whole month of February.
Can someone post Jen's channel on the live chat so they know where to go? Because I think some people here don't know your channel, Jen.
Yeah, we do have some new folks.
That's all right. Welcome to the crazy.
Welcome.
All right.
We let everybody in.
Do you want Sister Renee's questions, or do you want to do yours first?
No, you go ahead.
Morning, Mom.
I want these to I want these to expire, so I'm gonna take some.
Okay, let's see. Thank you, Susie, for the coffees. All right. Renee says, hi, Jen and everyone. Question. My friend Trisha is not answering my calls or text. Did I offend her in some way? Thanks.
In here?
First question. All right.
Okay, what was that? Her friend?
Renee says her friend Trisha is not answering her calls or texts. Did Renee offend her in some way?
Well, first of all, let's check her well health, and then second,
Yeah.
her
Getting
being
more.
offended is a trigger that she has to learn, not you.
I know. I'm gonna have to get some lessons in this too. Just
What?
don't care. Just don't care. Just I don't care. Okay.
Exactly. Well, that's your lesson, but that you triggered them for some reason. So first, I'm going to ask if she's okay. Nice friend, Trisha. Okay, healthy. Yeah, she's okay. Let's see if she's upset.
I don't. She's upset, but she's not upset with Renee.
Right.
She's going through something right now.
Mhm.
She's keeping it a secret. She don't want to talk to anybody, but she's going through a heartbreak. I don't know what it is. So
Mm.
she's communicating only with certain people. That's a strategic way of reaching out because swords are about communication. She will get in contact with you. Everything's fine with you two. The Three of Cups is friendship, happiness. It's okay. She's going through something, and you're just gonna have to give her a minute. Yeah, the base card, she's having a tower moment. You can just message her if you're going through something. I'm sorry. I'm praying for you. And just say, I'm here if you need me. Okay.
And congrats to JoJo's and her court case as well.
Woo! Aren't we great manifestors?
Here we go. Let's go.
Yay! Renee's next thing, she says, do I have any attachments or something in my house? Feeling off. Or if you can give me a message from Divine. Okay.
Does she have anything in her house? I'm going to say any negative. Okay.
I'm getting no all the way around. I think it's just
Could just be the energies.
Yeah, I
the
think it's
energy
the-
from the planetary alignment thing.
Yeah, it's the energy. So big strong yes on that one.
No, you're good, Renee. This is just a new energy, new way of moving forward. You've been doing your work. This is happy, working well with the divine spirit. There's nothing negative here. The divine creators here. And the star card. This is hope, optimism, and healing. But this is star card always reminds me look up, and that's planetary alignment, stars, energy, atmosphere. I do not get any attachments, Renee. You just go with the flow. Okie dokie. And that'd be it from Sister
All right.
Renee.
You don't have any coffees?
Susie bought some, but no questions. She just sent me copies.
Okay.
Thank you, Susie.
I've got one from your redheaded stepchild.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And thank you for the copy. King of Wands. How do you know that you have received your gifts / access to see through the veil other than getting them right away?
Well, you had those seed passwords.
You had to use your seed phrase.
Yeah.
You type in the right one and your gifts come to you. That's how it works. Seeing beyond the veil in completion won't happen in this density. We're not there yet. When we ascend completely and are in a different density, that's when they fully come in. We're all going to be a work in progress. But when you can start seeing and experiencing things that are abnormal to you but are positive, don't be afraid of it. Give consent for more, and it'll coming in. It'll just strengthen. It's just that sixth sense, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay.
You may hear something maybe in Spanish, maybe in English. You'll start to hear
Maybe in Portuguese. We don't know.
that would be me. No, but no,
Yeah.
but you might feel ringing in the ears. You might see, so that's when you know your veil is thinning.
Yeah, those physical symptoms are very real. The headaches, the ear ringing, your nose is itching. You'll become like us. Like we look like we're on drugs all the
Yeah.
time because we're scratching and itching and sneezing.
I just figured I went like this, and I was like,
Wrong.
that's good.
Shit.
I'm still waiting for the nose to start going.
I know, you're a little bewitched there. Yeah,
All
because
right.
these meat sacks can't take it. It's a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First question from the chat is from Darby. Was the plane crash caused by an orb/ship? And is
The government hiding what really caused the accident? Yes, the government is hiding what really caused it, and there was no off-worlders involved at all, negative or positive. This is
Right.
a three-letter agency that overpowered, took the controls of the helicopter, caused it to crash into the plane. The plane and the pilots did nothing wrong. There was someone on that plane that they wanted to take out who was good, had information. They know where the money has been going. They know where the bodies are, and they wanted to take this person out.
yeah.
So
So
that sums it up.
So although the other ones were victims, they were really the people.
They don't care. They have no problem taking out human life to save their own skin.
So
but I wasn't getting skaters like they were talking about.
Yeah, that didn't seem right to me either. I didn't show any. What you're hearing right now is so much smoke and mirrors.
Oh yeah.
there are. I also heard that. I felt that, but I heard that they wanted to get the pharma situation off the news to push it back down more. So they needed parts.
Yeah, and the money, and it's a distraction from big pharma, but the money and who's involved is attached to big pharma. So it's all a working thing. Trump's saying, well, the air traffic controllers, it was DEI, they weren't qualified, doing the work of two people. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but there's more to it than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know. I did see Monkey Works last night, and he was trying to explain how the plane was taxiing and everything like that, and they would have seen eye to eye. Mm-hmm. So my question is, was the helicopter unmanned? Did they have pilots or no? I didn't think.
I'm getting it was remote controlled.
It was remote controlled. That's what I was getting.
Yeah, that it was.
And that is why they didn't have a black box in there.
Yeah. Now, where the helicopter was coming off from was between the three-letter agency headquarters and the Saudi Arabia embassy. So where exactly, I don't know. It was just that good guys were flying it, bad guys overtook it. The pilots did that. Like, it's like, being in a car. That's why you don't want electric cars, because they can overpower and take things and nothing works, and then caused it. Interesting that the runway was number 33.
Number 33, exactly. 33. There was another number that they said something with the number 17. I can't remember what it was. But you said they were pilots on the helicopter, or no pilots on that?
Unfortunately, there were, and they were doing a training mission, and then all of a sudden, mid-flight, it was overtaken. So
so they were doing a training mission with a Black Hawk with the gold top, and they said the gold top is for highly transporting important people. So why would they be doing training with a gold top Black Hawk?
Three-letter agencies are still, this is these rogue people that are still doing their crap.
And then the second question is, if maybe we may need to pull on this, was the Mossad also involved in this? Because Israel is very good at controlling anything computerized remotely.
Yeah, there's there's so much more, and spirit may not be giving me everything because we're not meant to know everything.
Right.
But there is a high profile. I also heard that there's a couple different people or agencies that pulled people out. They declared them dead. We had one group take a couple people to a hospital, and then another group took another couple people to a hospital. Because I asked, is this high level person that knows all this, did they die? Spirit said no.
No, it's a bait and switch, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing home?
Wait. Hold on. You said something. It's triggered a question, and now it's gone. Well, okay. They said that CNN announced this helicopter crash or this accident an hour, a couple hours before it happened.
Yeah.
So what happened? Did the cat call her out? Or is she on acid and she's hearing voices?
Did the cat? Oh,
Turns
no, I
out.
think Lee did.
What is it?
Lee, I think.
Oh.
Let's see. How would they get the leak though, unless it was from somebody
CIA? Or
from
we
a
got
three-letter agency?
three-letter agency. Did I buy two vowels?
Yes, you did.
Oops. I got to get back on my acid. Hold on. Oh, that's why the truth came
Get
out.
back in your box, will you, please?
Jen, I don't know if you heard it, but
I didn't.
You did?
I didn't. Sorry. He came home because he needed to hear that he was pretty. Okay.
So he's going back to
He's
work
on
now.
flood duty. That means they have to travel and check all the back roads because some of the kids, they can't get home because that's already flooded.
Wow. Did CNN leak this accident hours before it actually got it from the Middle East, the news, before I even got it?
As far as your Mossad question was, I got to know.
Okay.
Yeah, CNN has a lot of it. Of course, it's been scrubbed since then, but we've got so many good anons out there. They captured it and freeze framed it, and yeah, they have some explaining to do. And it does. I agree with. I think Laura did it. A reading on it. It reminds you of when Tower 7 went down on 9/11, and they had reported it fell, and it's still standing up.
I believe that's what it is. It's to show more disclosure. It's to show.
It is. Yeah, and how dirty and corrupt the media is. Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
Moving on up.
Oh, we're on there.
Regina, my son messed up again and has to see his PO today. Will he go to jail or will they try to help him?
I remember this from last time. I said he would get to come home, but he would have to walk a straight line because he's going to mess up again. So let's see.
Okay. Is Regina going to jail?
I'm try to help him. One last time.
I think he's going to get a very beautiful ankle bracelet, and they will try to send him home. I think PO is Army, isn't it?
Parole officer.
Parole officer.
Yeah, because I think they're going to keep him at home on an ankle bracelet and have him get help.
You are correct, Nadia. Okay. So they're going to explore all of their options. They'll release him, but looky here. They're going to tie him up by his ankle to make sure that he can't go anywhere. So he's going to have to, you can go home. We won't jail you, but you have a boundaries set here. So he's going to have to go home and lean on his hoe. And there is going 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. He's going to have to check in with his decision making every time he wants to go somewhere. It looks like that ankle bracelet may be the way that they decide to do it. It's either that or jail. But I didn't get judgment or justice or anything like
Yeah, I
that. They're usually
No,
jail.
it wasn't bad. So lucky.
Yep. Okay, Caroline. Was the helicopter that crashed into the plane a drone? Who all was on the plane besides those teens? It looked like.
No,
I'm
it
not
was a
getting the
Black Hawk.
teens.
It was a giant drone, remotely
Yeah.
controlled.
Yeah, it wasn't a drone. Yeah, I got helicopter because I double checked to make sure it was a plane too, because you just don't know. And no, it was a Black Hawk, and it was a plane. Of course, with all those drone issues, it makes you question.
Well, you know, one question, since I don't have a piggyback, Bippy, was it actually a Black Hawk or was it an Apache?
No, it was the Black
Because I
Hawk. 'Cause
wanted
they're
to-
bigger.
No, if you guys go on last night's Monkey Works, he'll show the picture of the Black Hawk that happened.
Yeah, and
one of the Q posts from way back when on the Deltas, it was listed as Apache.
Okay, but Monkey Works also explained there was another incident in Alaska. Then he says make sure you keep an eye because it's going to happen in threes. So maybe the next one will be an Apache.
It could be. And we also need to remember, I know this is not on the same topic, but because of the fires in Maui, then California, looks like Phoenix is next.
Okay.
Because they've already started cancel. If you're out in the Southwest, be careful because it's on the list for 15-minute city. They've already started canceling everyone's home insurance.
Oh.
I would go out and paint your house blue.
Well, at least the roof anyway.
Yeah, but go ahead and just take precaution. I mean, we don't live in fear, but take precaution, be prepared, gather up personal things that you may need to grab and run with. And just be prepared because these rat bastards are capable of anything.
Yeah. And it also makes you guys think, what items do you think are very valuable to you? And make sure you know where it is. So if you do have to run, hopefully if you guys are in that area, it makes you think. Also, can I add I need a soapbox, King.
Oh boy, get the brush out. Okay.
I haven't done one of these in a long time.
Wow, we're going to brush out.
Last week we've been talking about humanitarian things, and we don't have to wait for the projects. We can keep doing what we want to do now.
Right.
And even if we're tight with money, there are people who are trying to send furniture or whatever is needs to be given away, but they don't have the muscle work.
Right.
So if you want to do service and help them with moving furniture down there, or using your vehicle to send it down either to California or North Carolina, they really would appreciate it, because there are some people that are doing it, but it's too much for a few people to do it.
Of course. And if you got an old couch or something and you want to give it away or something, check with your local organizations like the VFW, or go on those sites that are being sponsored out of North Carolina or wherever you're sending it to, and post on their site that you have these items, but you have no way to lift them or move them or whatever. See what arrangements can be made. And clean out your closets, send your clothes, whatever you've got.
Yeah, and also if you have teenagers who are bored, let them do service. Let them help.
Stay away from Red Cross.
Yeah. My kids, anytime they ever told me they were bored, I said it's mom's job to make sure you're unbored. And that's when you make a list.
Well, I am so fortunate he was never bored. He kept them so occupied.
Right. That's good.
All right. Violetta. She's going away tomorrow. How will the trip go? Is she leaving tomorrow, or?
I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Taking a trip without even leaving the farm.
And that's what the topic is about.
We're taking a trip, all right, right here in this chair. Okay.
Oh, we'll be able to trip.
I'm getting pretty good.
Yeah. Look at these pretty cards. Yeah.
I,
We'll have a good trip.
yeah, it looks like she's going with family though. Or she's
Avoid
going
drama. Yeah, this is a family card. Avoid the drama. There's your liar, sneaky,
Yeah.
sneaky person. So somebody might be telling you a tale. Okay, but your trip's gonna be fine physically and everything. So
I think you've done well on the holiday fiascos, so
Mhm.
let's keep that practice going.
Yep. Jules has a coffee.
Ooh.
Who?
Julesy.
Who's that?
Julesy, our postpartum mama.
After I closed them, really?
The ones who want to grow mushrooms. It's coffee.
Where is it?
Coffee.
Did I miss it? Where is it? I don't see it.
No, no. It's in my coffee page.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
All right.
Is it closed? Okay, it is closed. Okay.
Yeah. Last night I looked at the clock and I'm glad I reread that. It says reduced. I thought it said seduced. I'm like, Jules, wow.
You said clock.
Ooh, seducing things about the clock. Okay.
I'm glad you said clock.
Okay. Let's put Nadia in the corner.
Okay.
All right.
Put it back in the box and seal it.
We're going to try this again. Last night, I looked at the clock and it reduced to a 7. Then I heard you are on the right path spiritually. Have also been seeing 7 everywhere. Anything you can add that I need to know?
What have you been smoking?
Some psychedelics.
We have 7s on every.
7 is actually very popular. It's been in the workbook a lot, and it's a good divine number.
It is the divine number.
Let's see.
Can you look that up for us?
What, the divine number?
Yeah, what is the divine number? What does 7 mean?
It's divinity.
I thought you were looking it up in your book.
No, I was looking at the math this morning. Oh, 7 is her life path number. Yeah. Well, 7 is a very, very spiritual number in the life path. Let me just verify. Why do I keep hitting you?
This spirit is letting you know that you are on. This is the happily ever after. Spiritually, you are reaching the pinnacle of where you want to be, and that's being at peace. Okay, this is hope and optimism for a new beginning and looking into the future. Just a couple of things they want you to in order to stay on track, things that disappoint you, and this could be people, information, in money situation, holding on to things that are really just not necessary. And I say that loosely because I know we need money, but you know what I mean? It's not a number one focus, but this is a beautiful thing. And this is allowing your spiritual gifts to come out. You're going to be learning more and more about those hidden spiritual gifts. So just ask for them because those are swords. Ask for them, give consent for the divine to bring you more. So
Beat me.
Ask for more seduction. I mean, you know.
Beat me.
Okay.
Well, all right, I got a copy.
Okay.
From none other than Jules.
Well, I was just going to say 7 is, if it's a life path number that she wrote, it's for you to trust the higher spirits.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to do. Okay, sorry, King. Sorry, Moon Shadow.
It's going to have to write stuff down here pretty soon.
Did I let you lose your memory?
The psychedelics are kicking in. I'm losing my short-term memory.
Jules, are my dragons trying hard to work with me?
You didn't have any seduction in there?
No seduction in that one.
All right.
Dragons, check the clock.
Are they trying hard to work with her?
Are they trying hard to work with you?
Are her dragons trying hard to work with her?
She's trying hard to work with them.
Well, at least they're not like Sister Grants and try to burn everything to the ground. Yes.
Yes, soft, yes.
Yeah, very soft.
To help you move out of troubled waters, this is happily working together, being happy. They want you to take more of a leadership role with them because they're there to help, but you kind of hold the reins. Does that make sense? Yes. So you can
Thank
ride
you for
into
the
town
coffee.
with victory. There you go.
And thank you for the coffee, Jules. All right. Terry would like a birthday read, please.
Ooh,
Please put on pants. No, that's not it.
we don't have enough bail money?
Lean on your hoe. Let's see.
You still have enough wind to blow out all those candles. Don't worry about it.
She's got the reins. Awesome. 216.76.
Wow. Okay. The inner strength is shining. Now, you may be juggling a little bit right now with finances or possibly timing. I'm wondering, are you thinking about traveling somewhere? Just curious. The strength is for abundance. There's the Empress. Now, if you were wanting a baby, I'd say that you'd get pregnant, but I don't think you want to hear that. But unless somebody seduces you, no,
Unless that bug is going around again, I don't know.
Yeah, the world is your oyster, my dear, because the choices are abundant. You figure out what you want, but it's saying think about traveling. I don't know if you have. Maybe it's in the future, but use your strengths. This is overall happiness for your happy birthday.
You can book a trip to Margaritaville.
Hey, there you go.
The baby. Any messages for her today?
Yay? No?
Be patient.
I get a yes.
Naughty gets a yes, and you got to be patient before you get the answer.
One club.
This is using your mama bear instincts, baby. Because in tarot class, you're always like, I can't remember the queens. They always show up in your readings. This is a mama bear instinct, using your intuition, your emotional nurturing side, but telling the truth. But this is too, I'm getting Zayden because there's your page. You might want to try to explain a little bit more to him the spiritual side of it, things that he's experiencing. He may be afraid of it and what's manifesting, all these magical things, because there are beautiful things happening to him, but he needs to seek more knowledge so he doesn't have the fear, because he's holding on to fear. So they're encouraging you just to encourage him that spirituality is okay before he gets to the age where he totally gives up on it and says, I don't want it anymore, and then shuts it off with ego.
Yes, and that's a lot of them are doing that.
Yeah.
You need love.
Hi.
He said hello.
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 So, baby, why is military helicopter at a civilian airport?
Civilian.
That Sivian. That is not uncommon there. That is not uncommon at all. They're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They do patrols all the time. They use that airport. They use military facilities. They'll use rooftops, especially during training. They have access to all of those things.
Training. Also, if there's certain buildings or any emergencies, they have to be in many locations.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris, for the coffee.
Oh, you got another coffee?
No question, just thank you.
Oh, okay. Darby, was a plane crash caused? We already did this.
No.
Or was it caused by the Grays?
No, they were not involved with any of this.
Nope.
Darby again. How much snow will my area get the next few days?
Well, mine turned into
6.
water.
Yeah, ours is all rain, so we can't shovel ours.
She said you did that one. Oh, I think it was the helicopter one. She wrote. You said you did that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if I can
I'm
get it.
getting 6 inches.
That's what I got.
Yep.
About a half a foot.
I hope that resonates. What do you get, Nadia?
I didn't. You guys were too quick for me.
She can't math.
Really?
I can't math.
She already did her math today. She
Girl
doing it
already.
again.
She couldn't remove her shoes in time.
Well, 6. You still got the fingers. What are you talking about? Actually, I was thinking of a joke that I heard, so that's why I didn't do the math.
You want to hear
Okay.
something funny?
Yes, ma'am.
Democrat.
Innkeepers Michael and Florida. Jonas?
She doesn't want to. King Jen goes, you want to hear something funny? And you go, innkeepers.
Yeah, innkeepers.
He didn't want to hear it.
Nope.
I'll
Have clients to finish getting them their debt resolution. I got to go through these questions, Otherwise, you're going to run overtime. Have clients to finish getting them their debt resolution. It has taken longer than expected. Pulling help from my colleague to get this resolved for my clients within 60 days. Will this help?
I have clients to finish getting their debt resolution. What is the question? Will getting clients
Will
help?
this help? What they've been trying to do.
Pulling help from colleagues to get this result.
Pulling help from the colleague. Yes. I get strong yes.
Well, that free happens within 60 days.
Yep. This is a good deal. Yeah, because you're really, really tired. And this is God shining the light on the path you needed to take to find that partnership. So, yeah, this is all positive. That's hope and optimism. Everything looks good. Now, this tread lightly that you don't get overwhelmed. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it looks good.
That's what I was getting with the tread lightly. You're doing it. Let it go. Don't keep putting bad energy in it.
Yeah, don't put these big, overpowering goals or expectations on yourself.
Just let it simmer.
One at a time.
Katrina, all the money that Live Aid made for the fire victims, where is that money actually going?
Did they make it called Live Aid?
Huh?
Well, yeah, yesterday on YouTube they did the concert for helping money money for California. It was on Pink's channel, and they want to help the victims of California fire.
You mean help themselves?
You mean they needed money? Yeah, sure. And I was saying it was like the Band-Aid, like Live Aid back then. It didn't actually go to the people it was supposed to go to.
This Live Aid, this is all a distraction. There's lots of secrets behind what they're actually doing with this.
Yep.
This is all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're using it themselves. This is a gift to them. This is all, give it to me, please, please, please. They're just putting it and portraying it as a charity event to get innocent people.
Well, I got two things from that. I got one is financially, it's for the bad people who need the money.
Yeah.
Okay. Second, those performers needed their energy because they can't get energy from anywhere else.
Sure.
So instead of them doing you a favor, you guys were enslaved by them connecting to you.
Yep.
Charlotte, was acid made with embalming fluid? That was the scuttlebutt.
I wouldn't doubt it. They put it in everything else. You can.
I heard about that before.
Yeah, it's like formaldehyde. You can find that in just about anything. Let's see.
Okay, if that's the case, I did acid in high school.
Strong yes.
I worked with a lot of formaldehyde.
Strong yes.
Yeah, it's one of many.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not just a preservative because of the toxicity of it. It provides a very potent on its own element to the experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my younger brother would love to hear that.
Well, can I add something? Don't put your cards together, Jen. Don't just something on top of it. Many years ago, they said these little square pieces of paper had the acid on it,
Yeah.
and it was actually killing children who were doing it. Was that the one that had the formaldehyde on it?
Yep. Some
They
of
would
it.
they would stop breathing.
Yeah, but it's not the only. That was a big part of it, but it's not the only substance.
Yep.
There's more to it than this. Yeah, there's more truth. They've added something to it. So something that would activate with formaldehyde, embalming fluid, whatever you want to call it, made it even more toxic. So that back then was kind of like the fentanyl today. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So Mary Jones said it was called the blotter.
Mm.
I don't know. Thank you, Mary.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
That's interesting. The base card on that was it's almost the pages were targeted.
They were targeted, yes.
Deliberately did that. Yeah.
Because parents couldn't see it look like a pill. It didn't look like a pill. Am I tripping? Oh my God.
I'm having a trip.
I need my
I'm
comfort.
tripping, man.
Hold on, I need my comfort blanket.
He's trying to seduce us.
Why does my great niece Julia see Stairway to Heaven all the time? Even when she got off bus yesterday, came running to me saying, "Oh, Aunt Susie, look, the Stairway to Heaven. Can you see it?" Why?
Yes, she's been.
What is she smoking?
That's innocence, and it's a real thing.
Mhm.
And if you've ever seen it, it's amazing. And it's very busy. You should ask her how many angels are on it because it is going like
Up
this
and down,
all
up
the
and
time,
down,
all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. We
That
got
is
the
beautiful.
escalator. No, I think she's actually seeing a lot of people being taken
True.
from here. I think she is actually. I wonder if that's what she's going to. Some children have gifts of seeing the one who are not around anymore, the non-living, and I wonder if she's actually going to learn how to take care of that section.
This is her gift.
Yes.
These are something that she has mastered as that baby page. She still has this innocence, that temperance. She does see the angels because she's learned to set boundaries. It's her strength. It's a gift. She has literally has the ability to cut out more of the 3D world than the beyond the veil. She embraces it. So let her go.
Support.
Encourage her.
Yes, empower. All right. Charmaine. Handed in my letter of resignation in a toxic work environment. Any messages going forward, please?
I guarantee it starts with good job.
Yes, indeed. And be
Well,
patient.
let's do this. Yay!
And temperance.
That's the first sign of you creating boundaries.
Taking
There you go.
control back.
Excellent.
Okay. She handed him the letter of resignation. Any messages? They're very happy with you.
First of all, good for you for standing your ground because it was going to kill you. I mean, that's literally wearing you out. The divine creator is shining a light on you, going, good job.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Good things are now going to manifest. Look at all this new stuff coming, new job, new house, new money, all this stuff, the reason to celebrate because you had to release that old toxic stuff. Now God's going to reward you.
Yep. Good for you.
Excellent. Next, Sue. Do I have any messages, Ty?
Oh, that's another channel.
Does she have any message?
That's the other channel. You went one channel over.
She's back.
Strong, yes. You want me to? I gotta put back my flower power. No.
Interesting.
Was asked to put back on my flower power. No, I was
Oh.
giving everybody flowers for today's psychedelic.
The message is coming in. That's fast moving. Gifts are coming. These are going to be financial gifts are coming. Good contracts. I have to put my finger because they are like really, really naked with no pants. The Lover's card represents a contract and a good relationship. They want you to resolve conflict, sibling. This is reconciliation, and this is conflict. This is a sibling card. Or someone you grew up with that's attached emotionally, there's still conflict there and they kind of want it resolved. There's where the love contract coming together, allowing, this is Archangel Raphael. He's a healer, so you might want to have him come in and help heal this relationship. It's going to take a lot of work. That's the base card, but do it for the family. Okay. You extend the olive branch, whether they take it or not, that's on them.
Sue, before you do, go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry, Jen. Go.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
Sue, before you do, I think I sent it to you before, the forgiveness. Do that first. That way there won't be as much combatant. So do that, have it release the cords from you. And then if you want to speak your truth, go ahead. If you want to reach out, go ahead. But I would do that first.
Yep.
Remy, then Katrina, then King of Wands, then Mahita, and then Darby, and then Chris will be the last ones. So Remy's first, and this one's going to be on you.
On you.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Where's your banner? Okay.
Hold on.
For personal question.
Is Mark going to propose to me? Sorry for the personal question. Moonshine?
It
But
better
you're
be
also
today.
meeting my husband this month, so a lot of laughs. I'm excited.
Well, it better be today because today is the last day of the month.
Now, February is love month. We'll have to make some exceptions.
Well, is Mark going to propose?
Is Michael what?
Mark going to propose, right? That's the
Yes.
question.
Mark.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Unless
You
you
said
want to. Do you want to? Mike?
Oh.
Anybody on the live chat, it's got to be today. Today's the last day. Oh, Schneider said yes.
Well,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't think today, but there is. Yes, he is going to. Sorry, Schneids.
Oh, I got a headache.
You got a headache? Are you coming down? Are you coming down
Falling down from my trip.
from your trip? Yep. You're getting jet lag.
okay. So I have a yes or no oracle. This one came up yes. He will rise to the challenge and you'll be floating on air.
Can I be flower girl?
Wow. You may have a little bit of a wait. This is about divine timing. Okay, so don't push the issue. You may need to go on a few more dates, lovey. Okay.
Patience.
Patience. She's like, yeah, I really wanted to hear that. Okay.
Katrina. I didn't see the coyotes this morning. Are they finding food on their own today? Slim pickings out there lately.
I think that it sounds like they are. Are they finding, or someone else feeding them? Are they finding food on their own? Okay.
I get yes, finding their food today.
Are they being fed by someone? I get that somebody else is feeding them too. Uh-oh. But that's a good thing. I don't think they need to be around you so much now.
They have other options. They've strategically gone somewhere else. Though they've got other options, so I agree. Someone else has offered something to them.
Yeah,
They're not
they're
suffering.
They're done with the Italian food for a while.
Oh wow! Well, yeah, they're celebrating. Do be on the lookout that there may be a couple less that come around because it looks like some of them have been dealt with, meaning someone may have taken them out. But eating, no, they have found another source.
I could it be their contract with her is almost done.
Yeah, they've both served their purpose. So Kat did her thing, the coyote years, and yeah.
They're healthy and happy. Yes, they are.
Yeah. All right. King of Wands. What is Jim putting in that tater salad?
That's
Taters.
a secret family recipe, all right?
I snuck and looked over, and it's taters.
It was shake and bake, and I helped.
Wait. I should say, where's the doggy?
Madge. I guess my question is, even though court was in my favor, why do I feel defeated by my ex-husband? I know
Guilt.
that I am blessed.
You are. They want you to feel guilty.
It's guilt, but you're ending a contract once and for all, and it's a death. And if he's always had control, don't give it to him. He has no right to it anymore. So you need to let go of that burden of guilt. You're free.
And move forward.
Yeah.
Don't keep thinking about what happened. You remember what we said? I believe it was Wednesday. Don't let you do the decision. The judge will do the decision. So there is no guilt on your side.
Right.
So all in all you ladies have gotten the best part of the
trip
cases then.
Oh, every court that we prayed for is so good. Okay, we also prayed, Jen, for your Lee's supervisor. How's he doing?
He's walking around. He's doing better.
Schneider.
Well, they call it walking pneumonia. He's still walking. He's not in the hospital.
Yeah.
And no, he's doing better. It's just a slow process.
Yeah.
Good. See, guys, you guys are awesome with prayers.
Renee has another one whenever you're ready.
Who?
Renee.
Who?
Who?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was now back there. Never mind.
No, it's a
no. That's a no.
Listen,
yeah, go ahead with Renee.
Okay.
We can do the two after that.
All right. So this friend that Renee was worried about, what does she think of me now that she got a message she didn't mean to send to her? She deleted it, but she sold it, or she got it anyway by
Sold
mistake.
it.
And I told her I was sorry for sending it. Okay, so she wants to know how her friend feels. Renee, you know what I think. I don't care. Meaning, if you did it, oops, didn't mean to send that. Love you.
Yeah, but you know what? It's amazing that it wasn't meant to be sent by you. The divine sent it. So it was meant for her to get it.
If it's divine timing that it was meant to be, don't worry about it. Don't carry that around. Release it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing for me is an accident. In fact, Wednesday when you saw me look a little defeated because my phone was ringing, I thought it was my mother-in-law from overseas, and I'm going, oh, I can't answer it. I'm on the show. I called her back. She swears they never called. Nobody ever called me. So it's meant to what's meant.
It certainly got her attention, and she pretty much just walked away from it. She's kind of secretly thinking some thoughts to herself and strategically trying to figure out when she may relay that to you. Little bit hurtful here, but it doesn't change your all's relationship. This is still
Right.
give and take, and continue to reach out and contact her. It'll be fine. Give her a little bit of time. The base card's the world. Bring it to an end, complete it. It'll be all right. It's just one of those things. Okay. All righty.
Darby. I do have a question if there's time later. Does my friend truly resent me telling her of my UFO experience? She's a pilot now for small planes. When she saw a bright object in the sky, I had to tell her it was.
The suspense is killing me.
It was.
What was it? Well, you know what? You planted a seed, Darby. Whether she accepts it or not, it's on her. So just leave it alone. You gave what it needed to. Does she resent you for telling her?
Y'all worrying way too much about what other people think of you.
I know, right?
Well, she's not quite. I doubt that she's like 40 yet. 40 is like that age where you just, who cares?
Yeah, she said it was Venus, but
Venus?
You know what? Let them know by themselves. They can get an app. You planted the seed. So
yeah.
And I always say, why do you need enemies if you can destroy your own self? Don't hold on to things, guys.
If you see it with your own eyes, you don't need somebody to confirm it for you.
Yeah, and you've got to learn just to go with your experiences for you. If people can't get on board with that, that's on them. Don't worry about what they think. I could care less what people think about me.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So you sowed the seed, you got the message out there. Now
Yep.
you just be happy because this is your experience.
Yeah.
And her idea is you need more grounding because you may be a little distracted and it's too much.
Yeah.
But who cares what she thinks?
But the grounding you do, and I remember us checking your chakra, and you do need grounding.
Yeah, and it may be too much for her, and she's not ready for it. So just drop it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Mm.
All right. Last but not least, Chris, may I please check in again on when the house in Manila will sell?
When did we say it was? I remember her saying, let's see.
Don't
look in the past.
Well, the energy could have changed, so let's see.
Yeah, the energy changed. When are they going to sell the house in Manila? Are they going to sell the house in Manila? There's a yes. When?
Maybe sooner than before.
Am I getting 3?
I'm getting like May.
So what are we at?
It
I
was
have-
August, if I remember correctly, but I think I'm getting May now.
They're being kind of sneaky, but it's 2 to
Yeah.
3 months here, more 2
Yeah.
than 3. Okay, so here's the sneakiness. Okay, don't fear it. All right, these are both 2s. That tells me within a couple of months.
That's 4.
We're doing math in here too.
They're literally just watching the money situation right now, working out all the little details and leaning on their own hoe. But you will get victory. But this says within a couple of months that someone will get this new home. This is a firm foundation, new home. Okay.
Let us know.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
putting,
keep us posted.
Yeah, we're going to keep a pool going here and see if it's 2 months or 3.
Yeah, it was 2.5, I would say, because it was starting to lean towards 3, so it could be 2.5. Yeah, but there is a person that has nostalgia in there. I got my second chakra was like they want to still hold on to it, so we'll change it.
And that is it. Right on time, too. We are done.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well, of course we did.
Read it to Stacy.
We
So, Jen,
seduced,
I think there's something funny now that we have time.
we seduced that clock very well today. We did
Yes,
it right
we
on time. Right.
Which is
Um,
let's go back to your math. And today your coins equaled 9 new beginnings.
Of course.
I'm going to do one more.
One
more question.
We didn't
She's
get
very
permission.
new.
You said
And I
right.
can't do messages on my show, so or readings.
Yeah, babe.
Stacy,
All right, Stacy.
and then that will be it.
Okay. That was funny when you said we're right on time. Schneider came like, "Are we done?"
Yeah. Scuba stack. Hmm?
Ooh. Well, these are beautiful cards. Okay. So this is partnership, agreement, contract, 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups is with someone that you really enjoy being around. New relationship, maybe. This is, you've been trying to use your intuition to try to figure this out. You have the Sun card, which is bringing you happiness. Make sure that you're not getting distracted. Your emotions don't get overrun and distracted, because that's when tower moments happen and things tend to fall apart. Basically, we're avoiding the drama, okay? And it may be family related, because the King of Pentacles is a generational family man. So make sure that beware of a father figure, because the Tower is with the King of Pentacles. Make sure that this father figure is taking care of themselves, that they do not have a medical thing. He needs to take better care of himself. Okay. And that 2 of Cups can represent a doctor because it has the medical staff in it. So there's a strong male energy in your life that needs to kind of watch the old ticker, so to speak. Okay. Other than that, you are generally happy with the people that are in your life.
Excellent.
Good job. Well, she has a male roommate.
A male roommate, just pay attention to their health.
Oh no.
Oh, good Lord.
Prayers for that.
That's not against the baby and her mom. It's just I'm so tired of hearing that C word.
Yeah, I know.
They just rushed my mom. Does her mom? Does the baby's mom have?
No.
No, she does not.
Nope. I don't think she really ever got over what she had before.
illness was completed. She did receive healing. There's a little bit coming back,
Yeah.
but it is not that C word. Yeah, it's poopy caca. There's the moon.
Ooh, that's a new word for that card.
It's illusion and to cause confusion. Something tells me with that pentacle card, this is big pharma getting $1. Mm-hmm.
Well, you'd be amazed how angry doctors get when you refuse getting vaccinated from them or doing lab tests or anything like that.
Yeah.
Check on pneumonia.
Mm.
That's what I'm getting.
Is it pneumonia?
That's not heavy into it, but light.
You're right.
Yeah, make sure they don't try to vent her and give her Redemisphere. We all know what that does.
Oh yeah, don't do
that. Yeah, Snyder.
You got that right, Schneider.
You preach it, brother.
Indeed. Hold on, Schneider. Wait a minute before you finish.
That's what I was going to say. She got 6 jabs, Jen.
She's one tough cookie. But let me tell you, these organizations are nasty, and they still get big bucks if they can get someone to cross over and transition under and label it that.
Yeah. But I believe that Trump, before he left the first time the office, or let's say left the first time, right. He put out a executive order for every hospital to give itemized billing of all of their procedures. I think all those hospitals that are in question will be audited to see where the real money comes from.
I mean, they're truthful.
No, I know, but if you have all paperwork, because do you know if you go from one doctor to another doctor, they already automatically have a computerized paper of what doctor prescribed what?
Yeah.
Everything is out in the open. Nothing is secret anymore. Exactly. So if you are all computerized and you get audited and you go, where did all this COVID money come from? You know, how did you end up having so much profit during this time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are going to be, it's a way for them to see who's still playing the game. Am I safe to see her? Yeah.
A pendulum says no.
She's not safe to see her?
That they will try to keep you away from her, and they're going to make you wear your face diaper and all that.
No, but I think she wants to know because would she
is the baby sick?
She doesn't want to get sick from her jabberdoos.
You don't have insurance.
Yeah.
Mom is not contagious to you, so you're okay.
Yeah, you're okay.
Have faith.
All right, that's it for questions. No more.
We're closing the book.
Closing the book.
And I'm coming out of the box.
No, stay in the box. Stay in the box.
Do I have to come back to the world?
We do.
Yeah.
Do you all want me to come up with another topic from my map, or do you want something from yourselves for next week?
What do you got?
So since
lots of stuff.
King, since Ice got Dora, you have the map, huh?
I have the map.
Jen,
swiper, no swiping. Okay.
Yeah, so he got the maps and she got deported.
Yeah, if you want to think of something, that's fine.
Okay,
yeah, next week I will be hosting. Let's see, King, you got one tomorrow, right?
I have one tomorrow. Yes.
You got one tomorrow.
No, wait. Yes, I do.
All relationship questions.
So help me if you changed it, and I got to go back to the.
You have Monday and.
I got Monday and Friday.
Monday and Friday.
You know, yeah. I feel like I'm in the middle of a divorce battle, and I just have to know which home I go to.
We're with custody of Nadia. You can have her. I'm good.
No.
I got to go to Jen's on
really?
Monday. Friday.
Do I have to?
Where's my child support?
Mom, Dad, I don't know where to go.
All
I
right.
think
Well, I have
Drew,
to show
Shadow, and
tomorrow.
we're going to agree to send you to camp. Okay.
There you go.
Well, look what happened. I grew tree stuff. I
you
grew
go.
branches when I went to camp the last time.
I will
Oh,
come up
goodness.
with a schedule for next month,
Yeah,
probably
just
over the weekend.
Okay. Sounds
Just
good.
don't send me to Camp Granada.
Camp Merrill.
Only if you bring your pink polka dot bikini.
Camp
Bright
Granada?
orange.
Camp Granada,
Oh, okay, love.
purple. Okay.
He's
got it.
saying it should be over. So I'm going on that note. I get to leave early.
We didn't ask if
Yeah, I have
Hawaii's
to
going
do
to
the
be.
last one now.
Wait, what was that, Jen?
We did not ask about Hawaii because they want to
Oh, that's right.
become sacred again
Let me bow out.
and leave basically the U.S. I'm going to pull real quick. Will
Well,
they
you
have
have
the
to-
authority? Because of native-
as I pop out.
No. Did you hear him when Jen goes, we didn't talk about Hawaii. He just laid on the ground and went, oh. You guys heard that. All right, go ahead.
He
Hawaii.
can't turn it off because he's got the controls today. Crap.
Well, then you gotta. We talked about this before we got on the show. Why are you pulling on Hawaii?
Because the natives they feel that Hawaii was taken by the United States. They want
Illegally.
to stay
Illegally.
sovereign and be protected under their native indigenous rights, and they want to become sovereign and have their own kingdom. Basically, this says yes, they will, but it's going to take a while. They're got a lot of work to do, and a lot of it will be financial. So,
Yeah, I think they're going to do a lot of the cleanup around Lahaina, and other areas underneath before that happens.
Yeah, can they wait until I finish my March Hawaii trip?
Oh, well, just make sure you bring the duct tape.
pretty sure it's not going to happen anytime soon. So yeah,
I will be taking my passport just in case, and silver.
yeah.
Did you want to talk about Canada or no?
Canada. Well, pretty simple. The reason that Canada, the United, and all of my Canadian family out there, don't yell at me. I'm just passing on information. The reason that we have a right to Canada to become a territory, province, or state is because we're footing the bill for everything.
Oh, really?
Yes. All the money that we have from our tax dollars goes to the crown. Canada's under the crown, and all the Bank of London and everything is traced back to Canada. So the United States citizens have been footing the bill for all their free medical and all this stuff that's going on, and the cost of trade in importing. So Trump's going to call in the debt.
So we're subtracting Hawaii as 49. We're adding Canada as 50, and Australia, and Ireland, since they're all under the crown.
I also heard that Canada interfered with the election.
Well, that
either
too.
This one or the one back in whatever.
Yeah.
And Trump has an EO, executive order, on any country that does interfere.
Yeah.
That there are stipulations.
Yep. So that'll include Italy and Germany.
Ooh.
This man is going to rip the carpet out from underneath a lot of things. And we're just going to eat popcorn. Enjoy it.
I just want to see the list when he gets the first 100 days. Isn't that what they check how well he's doing on the first 100 days?
The man's been in there 10 days.
Covered 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right. You guys have a beautiful weekend. Happy birthday, Terry. You don't
Yes, Terry, happy birthday.
Hey.
I'm glad you all have some good court cases.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations.
No worries, guys.
That's right. We're doing good. Keep your vibes.
Uh,
I gotta
Yep.
go do
Love and
some
light.
readings.
Have a nice
All
weekend.
right.
Love you.
Yeah.
Stay
No,
dry.
Meh.
Stay
Bye.
wet. Stay wet.
Stay dry.
All righty. Love and light to you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.